it's Carolyn Michelle, aka LA Triathlete and Fuel My Run. And we're going off course.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What up?
Look at that background. New background unlocked, even though I know that was your background last week when I edited the
It's
episode.
so ugly. It's so funny that you bring it up. I'm like, hopefully no one sees this if they're watching on Spotify or YouTube because
Look away.
I just, you know what?
Tell me.
Actually, no, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
But I would be so much better with content if I had an aesthetic person telling me like what, like setting me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're
feel
good
you.
at lighting. You,
Oh my God.
you film like every day. So like
Shut
you're in the
up. You're
flow.
so nice.
I'm just so bad at lighting. And I just sometimes you know, when you just don't want to get ready to make a video and you're like, I'm going to look really bad right now. And it's going to be a good video. I'm just going to look terrible.
No, literally, and it's going to go viral. And it's like, great, this is the ugliest I've ever looked. It seems how it goes. Oh gosh.
Every single viral video I've had, I've been like absolutely insane looking.
Yeah. Honestly,
alas.
I do say, I mean, I will say I am blessed with the window wall. To the window to the wall.
Oh, you're
just a lot of natural
floor to
light.
wall, ceiling wall.
The floor to ceiling
floor
window.
to ceiling. That just is
deal.
so much sunshine.
No, it's so
Like,
bright.
too
I
much.
like, oh my God, guys.
I'm
I need
referencing 2
sunglasses.
episodes again.
Well, real quick, the couch is like, I'm literally like to the side because, first of all, we're having people over for Super Bowl Sunday, like you were last year, same people.
Oh yeah.
Good times. But like we have this little tiny, I mean, it was like a little piece of like food that was on the couch. I don't know, I think it was chocolate. And it was kind of like embedded. So Jordan, I was like, it was Jordan, it wasn't me. But he like wiped it up one time.
Chocolate.
With, like, I know. It's like, I smelled it because sometimes you're like, is that cat shit?
You
from the
smelled
cats?
it?
Yeah. I was like, is it poop or is it chocolate? And I was like, it's chocolate.
I'm acting like I've never done that before. I do it all the time with Nappa's freaking butt on the couch. Anyways, continue.
Speaking of earlier, like for 20 minutes, Cosmo was just sitting on my work computer, just perched. And I was like, his butthole all over the keyboard. But I digress. So he took like a wet cloth and cleaned the couch. And now there's like, when the light hits it right, there's a giant like ring, like stain. You can barely see it though. And then this morning I look over, like Jordan's home and he was like on the couch doing his little morning routine. And he gets up to go to the bathroom. I look over, his coffee mug is just laying sideways on the couch and like all the coffee. And I was like, so anyway, he cleaned it. It's soaking wet. That's the tea.
Well, the couch can be ombre. You know what I mean?
No, I know. And I'm like, it's later in the day.
Bring back ombre.
Super Bowl. Actually, no, it'll be 3:30, so the light will be like prime coming through that window, just shining on the couch. So whatever. Pilates
or okay, so background. Yesterday I did a Lagree class, which we'll get into that. And today Carolyn was it Pilates or Lagree?
It was like this weird hybrid thing of
Was it on a megaformer?
It was like a big reformer thing, and then there was like weights and also a rowing machine. It was a mess.
Okay, so it was like a weird high. Okay, was yours like an influencer event?
So there's it's a Pilates studio that's opening in West Hollywood, guys. So you can imagine. So Jordan, I was like, oh, it's like everyone's gonna be. Oh wait, no. So I was leaving, and I was like, we'll see how this goes. You know, I don't even know Pilates. So all these girls there probably know Pilates, but anyway, Jordan's like, what did he say? He's like, make sure you serve cunt. Or something.
You have to serve cunt in Pilates.
Yeah, Jordan said it. I was like,
you're like, how do you know those words?
I know. I was
like,
serve cunt. Excuse me, but you're right.
What is your algorithm, sir?
I know. It's like, okay, sassy king.
Did you serve cunt?
I tried, but I was like, I walked in and I was like, I don't belong. I texted Michelle. I was like, I'm scared. I don't belong here. Every girl.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. It was not a full. It was almost full, but it was like a smaller studio. So it was like, but I walked in and the other class was still going on. And then there were all these girls and they were like tiny little West Hollywood, perfect face, hair down. I was like, this is a workout class. I have my top knot. I'm like, why are we? And she had like her hair curled. But there was one girl in particular who was just doing like a full on photo shoot. And I was like, you know what, girl, get the content. Maybe she was getting paid. I wasn't.
Get the content.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not getting paid to be here. I'm not going above and beyond. I did,
but you got invited to go there.
Yeah, it was just like my management team was like, hey, there's this cool event, and I was like, yeah, why not? I've never been to Pilates. But the same girl.
I wonder if I knew anyone who went. I know a couple influencers who always go to those events.
Oh my God, send the names. I won't talk.
Did you
shit.
see? Actually, you wouldn't know her name probably.
I don't know.
Did you meet anybody? Like, did you talk to anybody?
I was very awkward because okay, here's the difference. Here's the thing. Everyone was kind of serving cunt, and there was a lot of like side eye, kind of like judgy.
Respectfully.
just like a lot of judgment. They don't belong here. They can tell. They know. They're like, this
Resting
bitch
workout face.
Yeah. Literally, they're hangry. And they're like this. They know that I'm a fraud.
What were you wearing?
I wore just like black Lulu leggings and then a
You're like, I
Lulu-
wore my like matching sports bra, your tri kit.
I actually wore my tri-kit with my helmet. And I was like, oh, clearly in the wrong spot.
Okay, sorry. Matching Lulu what?
It was just like black leggings and a bra. They didn't match though. So people were probably like, that's. But
What do you mean
it's
they
just
didn't
so
match? They're both black.
Well, no, the top was green.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
I know,
fine.
it's so embarrassing. So it was like fine. I just felt like the juxtaposition to like the couple of like runner in events that I've gone to. It was like everyone was so like friendly and like a lot of energy. And then this was just like everyone was very cool.
Super intense. Yeah, what is the culture around Pilates and Lagree and like the Megaformer where it's like you need to I want you to keep going, but I just have to say the contrast between, or the juxtaposition as you say, between California and St. Louis with these type of workout classes, from my one experience, has been vastly different. Everyone was talking to each other.
Yeah, I was going to ask you because, well, again, I've never been to a Pilates class before, but I was like, is this particularly different because it's an influencer thing? And I was like, in West Hollywood. And I was like, oh boy.
Girl, you're one of them.
I guess I'm one of them. I was like, I've never done this in my life. I did get a free workout set though. It's kind of cute. I haven't even tried it on yet. A sweatshirt, and then this girl walked in, and she looked really like she walked in, and I was like, she looks really familiar, and she's tall, but she looked nice, and I was like, okay, and I was like, wait. She walks in, and I was like, oh my god, were you at the Hoka event last week? And she was. Craziest
weird.
thing. She's not even a runner. She was like reviewing the shoes for like Yahoo Sports or something. So she just like happened to be at that event and then happened to be at this. She's not an influencer either. And I was like, this is crazy because like, why am I here? This is fate. And I was like talking to her and she was so nice. And I was like, what's your name? Her name?
Michelle.
Is Carolyn. I was like,
wait,
shut.
that's cute.
I know.
You're never going to forget it.
No, we followed each other on Instagram and I was like, I'm probably going to be really annoying, but it's fine. Yeah.
Love.
But then the actual class, there were, okay, so I'd say like, yeah, it was like a third Pilates, a third weight stuff, and then a third like rowing machine. And like the guy who was instructing the class was so nice. And I was like, I'm a beginner. And he's like, oh my God, like I'll help you if you need it. And I was like, thank you. But I will say the actual Pilates thing, we did like the thing where you stand. It's probably like, I don't know what it's called. It's like a lunge, warrior pose.
And you like push back with your leg and then you pull it in.
Yes. And it was like,
Hard
I just
to tell,
felt
right?
like I had no control over this machine. I feel like it's just gonna go flying. Like my leg that's going out is just gonna shoot out.
The spring's gonna like break off.
Yeah, and I'm like, what if I go into the splits? And so and my vagina is so weak, guys. It just felt like I had to use all my vagina strength to like pull my legs back together. But I would just be like,
your vagina strength,
like, hoisting myself.
Do guys
back
use
up.
their penis strength to pull in?
They probably do. There weren't any guys there, so next time I'll ask. I'll be like,
you'll ask.
Are your
or maybe
balls
the
just
in between the
taint?
They use that part, the taint to pull
they
in.
Squeeze their taint to pull the. And I was just like, this is. And now my right glute hip, behind the hip.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm talking about. It really fucking hurts. And I'm like, did I injure myself or maybe it's just sore?
Oh, that's 100% okay. We're going to call
good.
Pilates for the sake of the conversation.
Yeah.
That's the Pilates soreness. Every time, like today, for some reason, I'm suspiciously not as sore as I thought I was going to be. But I think it's because I was doing a lot of Lagree 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah.
And I still have like a little, like, you know, if it's been over a month, I'm screwed the next day. If it's a full, like 50-minute megaformer situation.
Yeah.
But the soreness is like, you're going to die.
Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow because today it's not as bad. So then the weird, it's like the hip. It's like behind the hip bone, kind of into the glute. That's normal to hurt?
I think I have that right now.
Okay,
Mine is
good.
like straight on the gluteus maximus, right in the middle.
Okay. Mine's like, I just worry
Is
because
your core sore? Oh, my core.
yes. I was like shaking when it was over. But then you know me, I'm a runner, like we're runners. So it's like anything that hurts below the belt, I'm like, something's broken. This is gonna fuck up my running. And I'm like, it's probably fine. But you know, my hips, they've been finicky before, so you know.
Maybe this will or could help you.
It could. I did not like it though. I will not go.
A little peak tea. Yeah.
I don't think
It's
I'll ever
hard,
go back.
dude.
It was not the studio's fault. It was my fault. I just was like, this is stupid and I hate it. So it's too slow.
It is slow, but it kind of, because as someone who like, I love HIIT, I love like going fast, I love blacking out. This is a different kind of blackout. This is a blackout where you're going so slow. It's like the slower you go, the better the workout it is. Except for, I'm assuming, when you do the rowing machine, like you don't go slow on that, right? That's a weird contrast.
The weights was kind of slow. You would be like go down slow and pop back up. We like there was RDLs, chest press, and glute. What's that called? Where you're like humping the air. Hip thrust. You know that one. But I'm like good at that because I'm like, I know how to strength train, whatever. But then the rowing, nice. I was fucking crushing with my giant swimmer back.
Well, I feel like that workout is actually perfect for you because you got to do a lot of different elements to it.
Yeah, that's true. If it was just straight Pilates for 50 minutes, I probably would have had to leave. I was like, it's so hard. I couldn't do like half the stuff. Like one of them, you would know. It was like,
is it a plank?
It was a
situation
plank where you. Okay, there was a plank where you like. I can do this on like hard ground. The one where you're like down on your elbows and then you move up to your hands and then back down to your elbows. But the fucking thing kept moving, and I was like, I can't do this.
And you're not supposed to move it. You're like, okay, now do this. They're like, bend down, or like the one where you go into a squat position and come back up, but you can't move the machine.
Oh yeah.
And it's what gets me though is it's so short. Like the intervals are so short. It'll be like 15 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then, but it feels like the hardest 30 seconds of my life. Like I don't get it. Like I can do this on the ground all day, but you put me on a moving board and it becomes 20 times harder.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, this is hell. And I was like, there was one thing, I can't even remember what we were doing. Something I like, I couldn't do it. The girl next to me she couldn't do it. We had to hold, I think you had to hold the lunge. Like on the reformer and like hold it for like a long ass time. And I was like, this is harder than an Ironman. And I'm not even kidding. I was like, I'd rather be doing a half Ironman right now than this shit.
You like hold it out and they're like in an inch, out an inch, in an inch, out an inch, but slower. And I'm like, oh my God. I instantly will start shaking too, which is blows me away. Like anything. I'm just like, blah, 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 like jello shaking.
Yep. That was me.
Great workout. But in St. Louis, people say hi to each other.
Good.
The instructor. But okay, here's one thing that gets me. Midwest. Every single class I go to, even with yoga, maybe I've talked about this, but I walk in, the instructor's like, oh, you're new. And I'm like, oh yeah, I've never been here. Have you done this before? I'm like, yeah. And then they go, was it a reformer or megaformer? And I'm like, I have to like rack my brain to remember which one's which. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I've done this. And I look at the machine. I'm like, yeah, I've done this like a good amount of times. Yeah. And they're like, well, I'm going to show you how to use it. And I'm always like, okay, great. Like, thanks. And then they continue to act like it's my first time doing it every single time. They're just like, well, since it's your first time, they'll come up to me like, oh, you did so good. I'm like, bro, I told you I've done this many times.
Yeah, that's
annoying.
And
I get they're trying to be nice, but they're always like, every single time without fail, they'll treat you like it's your first time. So condescending. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but it cracks me up. I'm just like, I'm just gonna pretend like it's my first time every time.
Yeah, just be like, I've never done this before, and then when you do it really well, they'll be like, oh my God, what a fucking queen.
Did you get competitive?
A little bit, but I was like on the rowing machine. I was like, none of these bitches have a back like me. They can't row like this. These fucking swimmer guns. Oh, that's the only thing I was good at. But no, it was fine. It was cool. I got my free workout set. But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever do Pilates again. So that's the tea.
Follow up, maybe you will.
You know,
I think I might go back. I don't know. I kind of like the ab soreness.
The ab soreness, yes. Oh yeah, remember we talked about that on one episode. We're like, what's the best place to have soreness?
Oh yeah, and we hate calf soreness. But we like. Do we like glute soreness? I like tricep and core.
Yeah, anything below the belt, not good. But yeah, tricep. We did tricep push where you're like, I don't know, whatever it's called. You're like, put your hands on the bench. Yeah, shink. Yeah.
Wow, you can really. There's unlimited exercises you can do on that thing.
I know. I don't know. What's the difference between a megaformer and a reformer?
I think one's just like bigger than the other one.
It was fucking big. I think it was a megaformer.
Yeah,
huge.
It totally was.
I was all over that thing.
With Pilates, like you're not standing. Oh, don't quote me. I don't think you stand on it like that. Like, I think it's more just kind of like, and put your little foot in the thingy and do circles.
Yes.
Stop. You know what I
That
mean?
makes
It's
sense.
more
Okay,
just
yeah.
chill. Probably compliments running a little bit more. Okay, I have a quick rant.
Tell me. I'm ready.
What the heck is up? Okay. So I'm in a town like right outside of St. Louis. I don't understand how it works, but I'm like in St. Louis essentially, kind of.
Yeah.
But I cannot find a place for Napa to go off leash. And I don't understand why cities do this. And if you have a dog, maybe you understand. I'm trying to find a little bit of lawn, a little field where I can just throw the ball with her. And like, it doesn't even have to be that big. Every time when I'm about to take her off leash and no one is there, there's a huge sign plastered that's like, remember the leash laws. Remember the laws. I've been doing illegal activity every day, every time I find like a little patch of grass. Because it's like, I don't know. If you have a high energy dog and you can't throw the ball with them in one spot, like if someone comes, I'll put her back on leash. But come on.
In Canada, are there leash laws? Or like, was it just let fucking free for all? Oh.
There was a patch of grass near where I lived where it was like everyone just did it, you know?
Yeah.
It just like have some common decency.
Never thought about this in my life.
Sucks.
But
Sucks
if you don't have a
balls.
yard, like if you don't have a house with a yard, yeah, what do you do? This is why you get a cat. You just
break the law. You commit crimes. And
Yeah.
also when you if you're a homeowner and when you get a home, Carolyn, and when I get a home, we should never put one of those little signs in the yard that says, don't let your dog poop here. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm on a walk. I can't just control where my dog like squats.
Yeah, she's
You know
gonna
what I
shit
mean?
where she's gonna shit for
She's
sure.
gonna
It's
shit where
like-
she's gonna shit.
That's what we have.
And she will fertilize your yard for free. You're welcome.
Yeah, no, literally, and that's what they have poop bags for. So
What had to go through your head to like put one of those signs though? Like, can you imagine going on Amazon and typing in "Don't poop here" sign?
do you think that it's like the dog? They were just people just leaving shit there and not picking it up. Because that would piss me off if I had a nice little lawn and then there was just dog shit everywhere. I probably still wouldn't buy a sign though. It's like, it's a lot of work.
It's like an X with a dog doing a squat position. I'm like,
Yeah, I've seen
that
that.
was a freaking choice to put this.
Yeah.
Now I know you're an angry person.
No, that's my cat's shit inside my living room, so it's like, it's chill. I scoop that shit right up.
I cannot imagine if Napa pooped in the house.
It's not great. You were here. I don't remember if they pooped while you're here, but it's like Juno. It stinks for like a couple minutes and then it's like fine. But
You have an airflow too, though. With you can
there's
open
an
up your
airflow.
huge ass door.
But Juno, for some godforsaken reason, if I'm getting on the trainer, she like has very specific pooping times. Like she's a very on schedule, regular queen. And every
Selective
time
shitter.
she's like after breakfast, like same, right? But
She
when I
has her
get on the
coffee.
she's got her coffee. Like halfway through breakfast, she's like, I gotta go. But then every time I get on the trainer, it's always like late afternoon. And that's when she's like, as soon as I start riding, she's like, all right, I'm gonna take the nastiest, stinkiest shit. And the trainer's always right next to like the litter box area. And I'm
Maybe
like,
the
great.
sound of the trainer
She's
gets
like,
her
"Let's
glands
go."
going. You know what I
It
mean?
might be. And I'm like, this is great because I'm breathing hard. And I'm like, just breathing in like shit. But anyway,
How was wait, did you talk about the Hoka? Oh, wait, did you do that on the last
yeah,
episode?
that's what I talked about on my solo app.
I listened
half of the
for
ep-
the record.
It's great.
It looked fun. It looked cool.
It was really fun, and it was like a relief walking in and like knowing people. I knew I would, but like you never know. I don't know. It was fun.
I love Hoka trail shoes. I actually need to buy a new pair.
Same. They're so good.
They're the
I
best.
have. So they sent the Mafates to me, which are like the newest ones, and I thought I liked them. And listen, no shade. We're all.
I don't wear those,
Everyone's different.
so-
Everyone's different.
Everyone's
So
got different feet for different fleets.
no, literally. And I have the speed goats. So I did a trail run this past Sunday. It was like kind of intense, but I wore the speed goats because they're amazing. But the Mafates, when I did that trail half marathon like a few months ago, that shit fucked my feet up so bad. They're like too narrow in the toe box, and I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, I had like blisters on like the side of my feet. Like it fucking hurt. Like
Had you
blood
worn them before
blisters.
that?
I think like once or twice, but not for a super long run. But I was like, I don't even think I have wide feet, but like I had blood blisters, like permanent, just blood sitting
No,
in my
blood
foot.
blisters are the worst type of blister.
They hurt so bad. But then I wore the speed goats.
How far did you go in that run? You said it was 2.5 hours?
Yeah, it was like 12 and a half. It was really fun. I went with my friend Phil. I think I talked about. Did I talk
Shout
about?
out
I think I
Phil.
did talk about it on the podcast.
Yes.
But yeah, it was nice because I don't really trail run with people because I'm scared that they're gonna like I don't know when they're gonna walk and like they're all experienced.
You got to get over that fear because
No, they all
you're going to
he
notice
walked.
that people want to. Yeah, exactly.
He
Okay,
walked.
you just need to keep on doing it with more people.
Yeah.
And even if you don't want to walk when you're with somebody else that's walking, like it's just a nice little like okay, a little reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to be in zone 4 or 5 the entire time.
No, literally, because like some of these hills, I'm like, if I tried to run that, I would die. But he was in front of me, and it was like he still knew. Like he wouldn't look back. He would just like walk or run, and it was like exactly when I would also want to walk or run. There was even a couple sections that I think that he was walking just for like my sake. But I was
Did you
like,
talk?
I could run. Oh yeah, we yapped the whole time. It was great.
Okay. I thought
was
it was
like-
like silent the whole time. It's like, damn, that's
No, it feels great. It was fun. But yeah, early as shit. He's like, yeah, we always start at like as soon as the sun comes across the horizon because like the mountain bikers are really bad on a lot of these trails. So he started. At
oh my
6:30.
god.
I was like,
They
"Oh."
never use their like ching 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 their bell.
No, and like I've been on that trail before, and a lot of them did have their bells, but we ran into a few on Sunday who didn't have bells, and I was like, it's still dark out,
Bro.
and you fucking cyclists, man.
No, they're mountain bike cyclists. Is that what we call them?
They're
Mountain bikers.
aggressive.
How
Yeah.
how do I? What's the
We
term?
got mountain bikers.
Okay.
Yeah,
They are reckless.
they are. And you know what's interesting? Here's some tea. They are not the same as road cyclists at all. It's like you'd think, oh, we all ride bikes. We're in the same. But no, when we're riding our road bikes, like up in the mountains, sometimes the worst people, the worst drivers will be pickup trucks that have like their fucking mountain bikes in the bed, you know, with the big Fox thing and then their mountain.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you passed me that close. You ride bikes yourself. It's like, have some
Right.
respect. You know what I mean?
Wait, did I tell you that? Yeah, I think I said this on the pod. When I was on a trail run once, we like ran into this girl who fell off her bike
my
and broke
gosh.
her leg.
Oh my gosh, you didn't, what? No, I didn't know about this.
Did I not tell this story? I was on a trail run. I was with Eric, I think, and that was my running club based in Long Beach. I was with Kim, and I think like 1 or 2 other people were around. And we saw this girl. She's like, "Hey, help, help!" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" She had fallen off her bike. She was alone doing a ride, and she's like, "I think I broke something." And we're like, "Holy shit!" And I think this guy Todd from AREC, he was the president for a long time, ran up, helped pick her up. Like I got the bike, Kim got like helped me with the bike and her helmet. We're like walking her up, and then we met up with this doctor who was also from AREC, cool guy. Like ended up like doing like a little sling for her arm, and she was just like a mess. And then we're gonna like call in a helicopter, but she's like, "No, my insurance." And I'm like, God,
That'd probably be
America sucks.
expensive. Imagine a
Yeah.
helicopter. My God, that would be.
Oh my, woo-wee. Yeah, she's like, "No," and I'm like, "Gosh, the country we live in." And then she went to the hospital. She had a huge recovery, but we all ended up becoming friends. And then like we'd meet up for like dinners every once
Shut
in a while.
up. Do you still talk to her?
Yeah, we'll like text once in a while in the group chain. Shout out Shannon. But it's scary out there. I feel like
It is.
it's so important to be riding or running with somebody else. But okay, question. When you're running, have you ever gone on a run with somebody, or actually maybe a ride is different, but have you ever gone on a run with somebody without talking to them the entire time?
Okay, I don't know if I can answer this because I don't ever run with other people. When I run with other people, it's always in the donut run club, and it's like you usually end up talking to someone. But like literally, I think that run with Phil was one of my only like one-on-one runs ever. But we're like we're like besties.
Wait, seriously? So when we ran together, you just like never had really run with other people?
Not really. Yeah, I usually just run alone. Like I can't even think. Yeah, I ran with you, and then Phil. But yeah, I'm like that would be there. When I'm on the bike though, that happens sometimes where you're like,
You're just kind of zoned.
yeah, it's like sometimes you're talking, sometimes you're not. You know, it's cash.
Well, you're on the bike for a long time.
That's
I feel
the
like
thing.
sometimes you're on it for over, like, don't get me wrong. There's been runs where I'll be doing like a 20 miler and you're doing like 3 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll talk the entire time if it's someone like Kim. And
Yeah.
then I'm like, what
It
did we
depends on the
even
person.
talk about? And then
No,
I get
I
home and I
know.
don't ask her the one question that I've been like
No, I
wanting to
know.
know. I'm just like, what did
That's-
we talk about?
My boy Joey, he's like that old guy riding with Yaz's uncle. Shout out to Joey. He's like my riding buddy because like he always wants to go do like crazy rides and no one else does. I'm like, everyone else fucking sucks. But he's like he's like 60, 59, 60. And
That's
like
Kim's age.
Exactly. It's like you think, what do these people have in common? And then it's like we yap. Like we'll do these huge rides in the mountains with Circle of Doom with each other, which is like a 7-hour ride. And not talking no, we talk like most of the ride though, but it really just like, what are we yapping? But he's got so many interesting stories and like gossip.
It's so funny because when you're having these conversations, I remember the first time like Kim and I got coffee outside of running, and the conversation was it wasn't like awkward, but it kind of was.
Yeah.
Because I was like, the conversation's different because when you're speaking with endorphins flowing, it's so much different than just sitting down, having dinner and talking. Do you know what I mean?
That's so true because like sometimes, I'll like see Joey off the bike if I don't know, like if we all go out to dinner or something, and it's just like everyone's way more awkward or something. Or like we're like, what do we talk about? And it's like, okay, we just talk every day when we're running our bikes. I know, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's like you talk to them more than probably other people.
No, literally. I'm like, I know everything about everyone's lives, like all the drama, all the gossip. It's great. And people come from like, that's the thing I love about cycling. I'm going to go on a little tangent, and probably running too. Especially here. California is so diverse, and it's just like, I'll do these group rides and it's like everyone comes from such different backgrounds, and it's so cool to just like learn, like even if you're from a different state, or if you grew up in LA, or if you're white, Mexican, black, it's just so interesting to hear.
It's so cool to me talking to people with different backgrounds, like even just from a different state. Why I would never know this information if I didn't talk to other people. Like when you're only in your small little like community, or like only go to dinner with the same friends over and over again, it just is, God, you're not living.
It's so true. And it's like, what other instance would I be friends with a 59-year-old guy who works for LADWP? It's just like a random thing. And even Phil, the guy I trail run with, he always strikes me so much younger than he is. Like he just gives young energy. He's like 50. Like he always reminds me that he's like, I'm no spring chicken. And I'm like, I forget how old he is, but he's like in his 50s.
59
and like,
is young though. I swear.
That's
like hanging out with
true.
Kim and Todd, in my head, I'm like, they're like, 59, we're getting older. I'm like, that's crazy because y'all seem 40 to me.
No.
And then it blows my mind that I'm closer to 40 than they are. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're 40.
I think I used to think, like when you're younger, you're like, oh, 40's so old. But now you're like, I don't feel like people are old till they're
young.
like 75. You know what I mean?
Same.
Like Baca,
Same.
this guy I ride with Baca. Shout out to Baca. I've definitely talked about Baca before.
Of course.
My rich friend who he like picks up all
watches
the
the
women.
cats sometimes, right?
Oh,
no, that's not Baca.
that's Jonathan. But Baca's like 60. Oh shoot, I forget. Like 64, I think 65. He just retired, and like he just isn't old. I don't know. He just like rides his bike and he's so fast and so strong. And I'm like, what? Like you could be a
60's
grandpa.
not old anymore.
Is he? And he's not. He doesn't have any kids. But I'm like, damn.
We got to the age where now ages start to sound younger. I'm like,
that's true.
40 is so young.
It's so young.
And you also still don't know a lot.
That's
I would
true.
imagine.
I remember
we know more now, but we still don't know anything.
No, literally. I remember when my mom had her 40th. My mom had us when she was like a little, I guess for that time, older. She was like 31 when she had me and 33 when she had my brother. So, but I remember her like 40th birthday party. It was like they had this big party for her and stuff. And I still remember it. I remember being like, damn, that's 40s. That's pretty fucking old. I was like 9. I was like, whew, yikes.
40s.
Now,
gosh.
I'm like, she's 40. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. She had like a house though and kids.
How I know, right? My mom was like talking about something. I'm like, well, I hope that one day that I'm in a position that you were at one point of your life,
No,
when
literally.
you felt like you were like doing well and successful. I hope I get there one day.
Yeah, exactly.
And my mom was like, oh, I haven't thought of that. Oh, my mom wanted me to set something for the record. And then after that, she's going to be like, I didn't tell you to say that. I think I mentioned that she was like reading or referenced a Daily Mail article. And she's like, everyone's going to think I'm like hella conservative and MAGA. That's not the case. My mom, did I tell you this? She's like a commenter.
Your mom? She's a troll?
She's a liberal troll on Daily Mail,
Love
speaking up Like people will say stuff and she's like, well, actually, and then she'll like comment back and then she gets downvoted like crazy. But that's like her thing. Like she's the one like representing
That's hilarious.
the liberal crowd. But she said that she's seen the tides turning because less people are downvoting what she's saying and upvoting. So there could be, you know, my mom has a pulse on the political crowd.
We thank you, Michelle's mom, first of all, for being a
For her
warrior.
service.
For
A keyboard
people.
warrior.
My older brother and I, obviously, I think we've talked about this, did not have agreeing political opinions. And he hasn't really been like we send stuff in the group chat. Yeah. And so like before I feel like he'd argue and be like, but now we'll send stuff and he just doesn't even respond. And I'm like, maybe he thinks like, maybe he knows he did something a little bit wrong. You know?
Damn.
He found out that
QAnon was started by Steve Bannon and the 4chan guy. I feel like I've been so naive my entire life. I'm like, I trust my government. I trust everyone.
No,
I trust
same.
leaders. And I'm just like, oh my God, this shatters my worldview. Did you see the George Bush edit on TikTok?
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't have a, what was the head comment?
he's like, I never expected to like a TikTok of thirst trap George W. Bush edits on TikTok. And I'm like, but here we fucking are. Here we are.
Too. Speaking of that, well, on another note, speaking of disgusting, no. In the last pod, I was like, I got a little vulnerable. I made a friend and I went to dinner with her last night.
Shut up. Tell me everything. Who is she?
Oh my God. It's so funny because I feel like I'm definitely not going to tell her I have a podcast and definitely not going to tell her that I talked about her on it. Actually,
tell
maybe
her.
like
We need a new
weeks
listen-
down the line.
Yeah,
Weeks
we
down
need
the
more
line, maybe.
listeners. You know, spread the word.
That's true.
What's
I'm
her
just like,
name?
I don't have a pod. Her name is Maggie.
I was like,
But
you're like, I
I'm
forget.
just like- But you know what I've decided I'm gonna do,
What?
and I feel like you've been doing this too lately. I'm living for the plot. I'm gonna be a yes man, and I'm gonna start doing like you went to the Hoka event. You did like all this stuff. You saw celebrities play chess. I'm gonna just start doing stuff. Like I'm gonna, because I was complaining or like just kind of being sad about making friends in your 30s. I'm gonna do some weird stuff. I'm gonna sign up for some stuff and just show up.
I love it. I love it. No, it's actually so fun. I feel like
Why
part
not?
of me is so lazy. Like I just love sitting on the couch. And it's like when I'm not working out, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, you know, last week I had the celebrity chess tournament. Like, oh, I have to drive to Santa Monica. Oh, but then it's like,
Such a
no,
crazy statement. Last week at the celebrity chess tournament.
never in my life would I ever thought I'd say those words. But it's like, I don't know. Like even today, the Pilates thing, it was kind of like, oh, now, you know, I'm tired. I have to drive to West Hollywood. But it's like, I don't know. Once I did it, I was like, that was kind of cool. But it is fun to just do stuff for the plot. Speaking of total side note, I got an email from the Masters coach at the pool.
Oh, they're like, where
And-
are you, bro?
Well, I know I should probably, I'm like paying way extra money and I don't even like ever go to the practices. But he's like, on March 14th, the Rose Bowl's hosting an adult diving class. And I don't think it means
Cool.
just like diving, like obviously I know how to dive, but I'm like, I think like off the diving board, like learning to like do flips. I'm like, do I sign up?
Wait,
For the
why do you
plot?
just assume it's like learning to do flips?
Because I don't think it's just like regular front. You know, I think it's more advanced than just like diving into the pool. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna pay money. You don't think I know how to dive into a pool? I can do back
Watch,
dive.
it's just diving.
Yeah, it's like this is how you dive off a block, and it's like I learned that when I was 4.
I love a swan dive. Can you do a good swan dive?
I could do. I honestly, my diving kind of fire, but
I mean, I bet.
I can't really flip or anything. I can do a front.
I'm
flip
scared of
and a back
flipping.
flip.
I'm like really. Can you do a backflip?
No, I can't do a front flip. I can do a front flip, but I don't finish the flip while in the air. I kind of
Yeah,
just land on
same.
my.
I'm just scared of hitting the board. I'm scared of dying. You know what I
know.
me's It's
It
like at
seems-
what cost?
No, it literally seems like very plausible. I don't think Jordan knows how to dive. He's right over there. I think that though, if I because I'm like, I could teach him, but I'm like, I think it would give me the ick to see him try to
Oh.
dive and then not. I'm like, oof.
Carolyn.
I don't know.
I had an ex-boyfriend. We were gonna go swimming.
Oh,
We
no.
were going to swim laps, and it's like I did swimming lessons growing up.
no.
I'm a California kid. Of course,
You
I
got a
can
good
swim.
form. Yeah, you know what you're doing.
And sometimes I do a flip turn if I'm feeling it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Advanced queen.
Just kidding. I had to say that because I gave you the ick that I didn't do it.
Oh yeah.
But this guy, he didn't know how to swim. Oh, I feel bad saying this. Love him. But he didn't know how to swim without putting his head under the water.
Oh,
And so
like
we
he
were
was,
doing
like,
laps, and he was just kind of like going like this.
oh, his head was above the water.
What did I say? His head was above the water, and so it looked like he was doing a hybrid doggy paddle, but also freestyle. And it was the first time I got the ick with him.
You know, it's
This
funny you
is
bring
not
this
Dov
up.
for the record.
It's so funny that you bring this up, and it's just so mean to say. And people are, oh, don't cancel me, guys. But I literally thought about this at the pool like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I should bring this up on the pod. But when someone swims like that, huge ick. I'm sorry.
Well, for you, anything in the pool that's not like at an Olympian level is an ick, probably.
Well,
the goggles I wear is probably going to be an ick
that's
to you.
true. It's like the Freds of the pool, but I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people there who are like older, who are just, they're like slow, but their form's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell they know how to swim, but then when I see someone, I'll see like a guy come in, with his trunks, and he's like a bro, and then he's like got his head above the water, and he's like thrashing his head back and forth.
Do you
but
want
his
him to
head's
wear a
above the water.
Speedo?
I'd rather see a Speedo than your swim trunks.
Really?
Big ick, yeah.
Wait, what?
Big old swim
Okay,
trunks.
I'm sorry. For a guy to put a Speedo on, I feel like you got to have some confidence.
Yeah,
No?
I can't imagine. I've never worn one.
Well, okay, if Jordan was going to the pool with you to do laps, would you
No,
want him
I'd
to
get
wear a
that if he
Speedo
were-
or swim trunks?
Like jammers. You know jammers?
What the fuck are jammers?
So there's like, it's like a hybrid. It's tight. It's like a biker short. It's like tight, but like goes to like lower on the leg.
Hilarious
That's not
that I
bad
forgot
either.
that was an option. I thought it was either like swim
Yeah.
trunks or Speedo, nothing in between. Or a thong.
Or a shirt. I don't know if you're allowed to wear a shirt. People wear like sun.
Like the rash guards.
Yeah, which is fine. But I think when I was a lifeguard, there was like a rule that you could not wear. Like, I guess it makes sense.
Is
But you
it
can't
like
wear
a drowning thing?
I think so, because it's so much like fabric. I'm like, that shit's heavy. I don't know how. Someone around with a t-shirt on.
I'd be offended if a lifeguard came up to me and said, you got to take that shirt off. And I'll be like, excuse me?
Yeah.
That's awful. Have you ever swam with Jordan before?
He really doesn't like getting in the water, which is unfortunate. But when we went backpacking one time, we were up near Lake Tahoe, and we went to Lake Aloha, which is the best place I've ever been. But it's like this big lake. It's beautiful, and there's like all these little islands. And we got in the water, and he was having so much fun. This man, we were swimming from island to island, and I was like, I've never seen him swim so much. And he's like not even a bad swimmer. Like he was like,
If you can go from island to island, that seems far.
I know he was like kind of crushing it. I was like, we were kind of swimming far, and I don't know. He probably took swim lessons as a kid. I don't know, but he didn't give me the ick, so that's good.
Do you wear earplugs when you swim?
No. Maybe
Then
the pool water's getting in there and cleaning her out.
do you wear nose plugs?
No, no. Yes. Can you imagine? That would get.
I don't know. Is that like a normal thing? Do a lot of people do that or no?
Actually, backstrokers wear like a clip on their nose because you're like when you push off the wall, you're like upside down.
Is there
And
another nose plug? I thought you don't like stick like things in your nose
You
like
probably
you would your
could.
ears when you're sleeping. Like,
I'm sure you could. I've never had.
or is that when you
but
get a bloody nose? I wouldn't know.
They probably have that.
Oh, I don't think I mentioned this in the pod. And I feel like you have something else too. But I signed up for, okay, this is my first let's fuck around and find out and see what happens. Live for the plot. Yeah, I signed up for a 15K. It's like this winter series that the St. Louis Track Club puts on or something.
Fun.
And it's very close to me. And I'm excited and I'm nervous. And I need your advice on how I should pace it. But yeah.
Okay. So wait, it's not on the track, right?
Oh God, no. Can
I
you
was like, that
imagine?
sounds
Like
a lot.
9
That's a
point
lot of Ks.
whatever, 3.
A lot
Yeah,
of Ks.
hell no. It's a lot of Ks. It's in the Forest Park, which is like the park that's kind of modeled after Central Park.
Oh,
It's
right.
really cool.
Yeah.
A little hilly, moderately hilly, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'll do maybe like a little warm up. I don't know. It's kind of awkward though because it's so cold that
Yeah.
you can't just be like hanging out before,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like you kind of have to do a strategic warm up. But like how the heck does one pace out a 9.3 miles?
Okay. So I've done a 15K. That was like when I started running, literally like 9 years ago. It was like the hot chocolate series.
Oh, the hot chocolate race. Yeah. I forgot
That's
about that
the-
series.
Only 15K. Okay, let me think.
I just did some copywriting for them actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, it was really
Through an
fun.
agency,
It was a fun race, but I don't even know, dude. I feel like the nice thing about it, it's not a 10K or a 5K.
For better or for worse.
God. I feel like
No, it's not. What I am tripped up about is it's such a weird distance between a 10K and a half
Yeah.
marathon.
I feel like it's long enough that you're not going to be dying like in a 5K or a 10K. You know, it's like you've got
Yeah.
a little bit of time to like kind of stretch out like a half marathon. Dude, I don't know.
But it's also
Good
so
luck.
cold. I
Yeah, the
need
cold
to
is-
look up the weather. But if it's like going to be freezing, it's really hard. And that's why there's no races.
Yeah.
There aren't any races in the winter because it's too cold.
No,
It's too cold.
What do you wear?
Yeah, I think I'm going to wear pants and a jacket and gloves. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I don't think I'm going to PR my 10K, but maybe use the first 3 miles as
Maybe you
kind of like
will.
a progressive warm up and then go into a speed workout for the last 10K.
Ooh, I like
But-
that.
You know what I mean? But then
Yeah.
I kind of want to be around people who are running the same pace and
Yeah.
kind of like I'm overthinking. There's gonna be like 10 people there and no one. I'm running about alone the whole time. But like I want to pace it out with someone running a similar pace the entire time because I feel like that would be like I could talk to them after.
Yeah.
like it's a good intro to being like, oh my god, you had a great race. Good job. Want to grab a coffee?
Best friend.
I know.
Like Maggie.
Exactly.
Okay, is it on Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Oh, I was gonna say Sunday's looking great. 50 is the high, but
Oh, that's hot.
oh my gosh, girl. St. Louis.
What is that? 8
on
o'clock.
Tuesday, it's gonna be 67. Girl.
Are you for real?
And then it goes down to 45. Welcome to the Midwest. That's the best part. It's like one day could be fucking 80 and then the next day could be like 20. Saturday the high is 37 and the low is 27. Okay, are you picking up your bib tomorrow?
Yeah, I got to figure that out. I think it's just a morning thing. Like get it
Yeah.
before.
At 8 it's going to be 26. That's cold. Not too bad though.
It's not too bad, but there's also snow on the ground. And so it's this weird. I think I can wear my normal running shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be wearing trail, but I don't know. We'll see. Do you think I'm going to get coffee with a friend after?
I think so.
Let's make
I
a
think you're
bet.
going to make a new best. I'm manifesting it.
Manifest a bestie. No, I mean, I'm down, but I'm also, it's kind of embarrassing. I don't know. I don't want to be too thirsty making friends, you know?
No, I don't know. I think that if I were like at an event like that and someone came up to me and I'd be so happy. Unless they were like mean or something. They wouldn't
That's
come up to
true.
me if they were mean. But like, yeah, just if someone like came up and wanted to be my friend, I'd be like, what an honor.
It's
that you wanna be
easier
my
making
friend.
friends though when you're in a group, for me at least, because I feel like it's easier to like bring people in. Like I'd rather bring someone in than invite
Yeah.
myself in. Like I don't want
That's
to.
true.
I just don't want to impede.
I know what you mean.
What's your next race?
Oceanside.
When's
I
that
got
again?
a long time. March 28th. So I guess I can talk about it now. I wasn't like supposed to say anything, but I guess I can. But I'm going to Majorca with Zwift again. But I asked them a while ago. I was like, "Hey, do you know the dates?" And they were like, "It'll be at the end of April." And I was like, "Cool. I'm going to spend $600 and sign up for Oceanside." But like, obviously, if it's the same time, like I'll cancel Oceanside. I'm going to Majorca. I don't give about Oceanside. Then they were like, recently were like, here are the dates for Majorca, and it's like March 21st to the 25th, and Oceanside's the 28th. So I'm like going to Spain, just gonna like ride a fuckload and then fly back from Spain and then have to race. And then, guys, here's some tea.
Okay.
I haven't told you. Oh wait, I told you.
Have you told me?
Also, I just hit 10,000 steps, even though I'm sitting on the couch. It was like,
She talks with her hands.
she's like, yeah. So in July, I'm supposed to do Oregon 70.3, which is July 19th. But there's a chance I might be going to France for part of the Tour de France from July 11th, my birthday, through the 15th,
yeah.
which means I wouldn't get back till the 16th at least. And I'm like, this is the same fucking situation where I go to Europe for 5 days, come back. But the tea is that I might be able to do a different race. And the one in Reading that everyone, the half
Reading.
Ironman, all the people are like, that's a terrible choice of location. It's going to be so hot, which it is. In August,
It's gonna be hot.
it's also like so far from any airports. But we wanted to do like this.
Is there a small airport in Reading? I don't remember.
I don't know, but I'm like, well, I'll just drive my car there or something. But
What are you gonna do? Drive to Sac or something, or fly to Sac and drive? Are you gonna drive?
So the plan with Oregon was that Jordan's parents were going to come out and we were going to do like this big road trip, Northern California and Oregon. But like, I was like, oh no, like I don't want to ditch them for that. If I go to the Tour de France, it was like a whole thing. And then his parents are like, we don't care. We can come to the one in Reading too. And I was like, great. So
Cute.
I think it's really far. That's a far drive. Plus
Yeah,
I'm on
it is.
my bike though, so I'm trying to figure that out. But I'm like, I don't know. It's too much admin. I mean, ideally, we would just drive up and then pick his parents up at the Sacramento airport, or we would just fly into Sacramento with the bike and then rent a car and then do the.
How cool do you
road
feel
trip.
when you're flying with a bike? On a scale of
I've
1 to
only done
10?
it one time in my life, and it was the most stressful experience. And I preferably never do it. People don't mind. People be doing this shit all the time. I have friends that some friends that live in Santa Monica that literally last weekend they popped up to San Francisco just for the weekend and brought their bikes. And I'm like, you have to like take it apart, put it in the bike. It's like a lot of work.
How much
And
is
I'm
it to fly with it? Like a big
well,
suitcase, $100?
Okay, so when I flew, I took it to Ohio and it was free because I get two free check bags. So on the way there, it was just like a checked bag. And then for some reason on the way back, they were like, it's overweight. And it was like $200. Even though I was like, it wasn't overweight on the way there. But yeah, ideally, but I'm like, okay, if I'm just flying to like Sacramento, it's like a short flight. Obviously won't connect anywhere. We'll see.
So you think you're going to have a
know.
connection in Toronto and maybe lose your dog.
Yeah.
It's going to stress you out.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That'd be the equivalent of losing a dog. I have a bike on this plane. I need to make my connection.
That's a thing. There's a lot of times, like I'd say it seems like from what I mean, but people are only posting about it when bad things happen, but it seems like 50% of the time people's bikes just don't show up. Like they get there eventually, but they just like never make it.
That's true.
Like
They're
when I
only posting if it's bad though. Like a Yelp
Exactly.
review.
Yeah. And when I went home with my bike and came back, the bike made it on the plane, but my suitcase didn't. Because they have to like take it to the back room and like search its cavities and stuff.
The bike?
Yeah, and I'm like, it's just a bike, guys. And then like going to Mallorca, you can bring your own bike. They're like, yeah, we'll help like pay for it and stuff. And
do you think you're going to be tired going into the race with all the riding you're going to do in Mallorca?
Probably. But I don't care. I'm like, I'd rather go to Mallorca. I don't really care.
For the plot.
For the plot. And Oceanside for the plot. Oceanside's like a hard course anyway, so I'm like, I'm not gonna be that fast. So it's fine.
And every time you're tired or do something going into a race, sometimes good things happen.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'll probably be more relaxed about it.
True.
And then we'll be
Don't
chill.
eat any pork. Just don't do anything.
Yeah.
You're a Mallorca regular at this point, so just, do what you learned.
No pork, no weird mysterious ham.
Oh, ham.
Yeah. It's pork. It's pig.
Which is pork.
No pig.
Yeah, okay. Again, my meats, like I'm confused.
Oh, real quick, I had a speed workout on Tuesday. It was supposed to be a hill workout.
Okay, let's hear it.
My coach, I was like, I get why he's like, I'm doing an ultra marathon, but I've got like a long time, like 7 months, and he's already giving me like crazy hill workouts. I'm like, we don't have to do hill workouts every week now. I still need speed for other things. And
Does he plug in trail workouts at all? Like he's like, get a trail specific run? I mean, it's again, you're very far out, but
yeah, like this past week I just did my trail run. I didn't even ask him. I don't think he really cares either way. But I was like, no, dude, I don't want to do hills. I'm like, my legs were sore for my trail run, so he gave me like a good, like just one of my regular speed workouts. And I have never, Michelle. I have never. It was a 5 1K repeats, which I've done this before.
Oh,
the
devil.
The first 2 were okay. The third one, first of all, my whole stomach was cramping, like side stitchy kind of cramping, where I'm like, I can't breathe. So I'd stop, and then I couldn't catch my breath, and I was like, do I have asthma? And then I was like, okay, I'm going around the second lap of the Rose Bowl, and I was like, I can't even. I don't even think that I can. Just don't even try to keep the speed
It's
up.
like
just run.
selective asthma. It only happens when you're doing 1K repeats.
No, literally. No, for real.
Wait, what
Honestly.
were you pacing it out at in the beginning?
Well, I was going, let me think. I mean, pretty fast, like solid. Like I felt my legs felt amazing. And my
Was
brain
it
felt
faster or I was going to say shorter. Was it faster or slower than your half marathon pace from a couple weeks ago?
good. It was about the same. So I wasn't
Isn't that
actually doing 5K pace because that's fucking crazy. I never will. But I was going pretty fast. But like my brain was like ready to run. My legs felt good, but like everything between like in the torso was just I couldn't breathe. And then so on the second loop, I was like, okay, just run. Don't worry about speed. Just like get some miles under your legs. I was going up the uphill side of the Rose Bowl. Not that uphill, guys. Okay, it's like slightly uphill. I was running a 9:30 pace, and my heart rate was over 190. Michelle, what is going on?
Why is it always the 1K?
No, I don't know. No, it is. Every time I voice memo you, I'm like, it's the same workout. But I was like, this is the highest. I could not get my heart. I was like, I have to call an ambulance. Like, it would not. So I have to like, I literally stopped like 10 times to like stretch and catch my breath. And I was like, this is crazy. Have I ran before? And then ever since that day, my stress on my Garmin, like since Tuesday, it's Friday now, my stress levels were like so high. HRV is tanking. I'm like, am I dying? Like, I feel okay. I'm not sick.
Throw her in a race and you can go any pace ever. Throw her in this kind of workout. You never know what's going to happen.
No, literally.
Why?
It's like,
I don't understand the heart rate thing though. Do you feel like sometimes like, I know this is the case for you. Like when you do a run and you have a higher heart rate, you just don't feel like it's that high while you're doing it.
this time I did.
This time
I was
it
like,
did.
during a race, no. Like during a race, I'm like, I'll look down and I'm like, damn, 188. But I feel great. But then during like this particular interval workout, maybe it was because it was hot. It was like 90 on Wednesday or Tuesday when I did it. So when I ran, it was like in the 80s, and I was like, I'm not used to this. So maybe that's what it was. But oh my gosh, Michelle.
Oh,
like,
100%. Wait, it's funny that you say that because usually my heart rate's been pretty like steady, and like lower than lower than it probably should be in a marathon. That's such a brag.
right?
But like it shows that I can push it more.
Yeah.
But on a run last week, or was it this week, my heart rate was so high. And it was like 192. And I was doing an easy run. And I was with Napa and I was like, I'm pretty sure I feel pretty good right now. And I always base it off of like, can I talk right now to somebody next to me? And like, yeah, I was breathing because I was like going like up some hills and stuff. But I'm like, sometimes I'm like, is it the monitor or is this actually my heart rate? Because it trips me out. If it does that during the race, I'm gonna like be freaked out.
Do you wear a chest strap?
No, I need to get
Sometimes
one
the risk can be. I like one time during a triathlon didn't wear my heart rate monitor and I just went off the wrist and my Garmin was like, your max heart rate was 230. And I was like, I don't think that it was. So sometimes I do think it can get a little slightly
wonk.
But I always wear my chest strap, which is very accurate. But no, I'm like, on Tuesday, I was like, my heart rate is 190. Like, this is death. Like, I'm going to pass away. So, but yeah, like I said, since then, my health has tanked. I don't feel stressed, but every day my Garmin's like, you've had very few restful moments today. And I'm like,
you're like, I'm chilling, actually.
I'm just sitting on the goddamn couch. And it's just like, stress is like,
I don't even want to, I can't even imagine what my statistics would be. Like with the move and just my mental state with some stuff right now. It's probably going to be like, how are you living right now? Like, I don't need that.
That's true. It's crazy how like, it's literally such a hot take, but how stress affects you without even like, and I'm like, I really don't think, I can't think of any external. I'm fucking chilling.
I mean, there's some stuff I'm sure that like maybe you suppress that you manifest in your heart rate during a 1K repeat.
Only during that fucking workout, man.
Okay, last thing.
Yeah.
I am a freaking baby. I am so scared. Maybe I shouldn't even jinx myself by saying this on the podcast. I'm so scared of like being alone sometimes, even though I have like a killer guard dog. Are you ever scared of being alone?
Yes. I feel like I don't know if I've really ever been alone since we moved into this apartment. I'm trying to think.
That's good.
I know.
Has Jordan never gone
leaves.
Away for the weekend or something?
No, he never leaves. I feel like I always leave. I'm like, peace. But I feel like there were some times, I don't know why, but like my old apartment, which was like, seemed more like, I don't know, like you needed like a key fob to get into like 3 different doors just to get into the complex. I don't know why. For some reason, I always felt more scared in that apartment. But
same. I'm like, okay, anyone could have this. Like, how do I not know that person's key fob can go into my door? You know what I mean?
True.
I don't love the key fobs. Not a huge fan.
No. Same.
But also like deadlocks freak me out. I'm like, why does this house need a deadlock? Is there a reason for it?
That's true. Is it scary just at night or like all the time?
Just at night.
Yeah. No, I
I'm
don't.
such a pussy. Like Napa all day long. Like right now, she's in front of me. She just stares out the window and watches a person walk from one side of the street to the other. Like she's ready.
Yeah.
It's go time for her at all times. She's always a guard doggy dog. But for some reason, even with a guard dog, I'm still scared. I don't know if it's because
I
of
get it.
horror movies or what.
Also, you're like in an unfamiliar house and
That's true.
neighborhood.
It's true. Don't come and get me because my dog will kill you. Probably.
Yeah, I could see Napa's a little killer. On that note, guys, don't forget to rate the podcast. What else? Follow us on Instagram that we never post on. I need to start being better about that. And YouTube and
All the stuff. Yeah. That'd be grand. And until next time,
we will
see you
next Tuesday.
Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.